Our new apartment was in one of those time-stained buildings on Manhattan's Lower East Side that had been newly renovated to bring young renters into an old New York neighborhood. It was on St. Mark's Place, close to First Avenue, and despite the noise and dirt, the prevalent discomfort over street crime, and the tensions with older Polish and Ukrainian neighbors, it was on the Lower East Side. In the 1960s, what was left of New York City's spirit of restless cultural experimentation had left Greenwich Village and moved a few blocks east to streets that were even shabbier but considerably cheaper. Anne and I had been living up near Columbia University on the Upper West Side, not far from the old beat hangout, the West End Bar. And when she completed her Ph.D. in American literature, we'd had enough of the crumbling five-flight walk-up railroad flat on 109th Street. An apartment with clean walls and a working kitchen and toilet. Even if the new walls were cardboard thin and the bare concrete stairs were just as steep to climb and even noisier going up and down. The move downtown brought us into touch with everything we'd come to New York for. The poet H.D. Auden lived across the street, and some mornings we'd see him rumpled and silent, going to the corner for a newspaper. Around us, within a few blocks of our new address, were the new generation of New York artists and writers who had revived the spirit of the anarchic, artistic, and literary movements that had brought the old Greenwich Village bohemian spirit to life again. Living close by were young poets who had picked up the energies of the beat writers, many of the painters who had broken through the old boundaries of what art was expected to show us, and new jazz and rock musicians from Thelonious Monk to the Velvet Underground, who were performing in cramped clubs on the Bowery around the corner, or in storefronts across Tompkins Square Park, 2 blocks away. The Gem Spa, gathering place for everyone out for cigarettes or the Sunday New York Times, was on the corner a block from us. The photographer Robert Frank had an apartment over a store on 3rd Avenue near 10th Street. Anne Waldman and Louis Warsh lived up the street on St. Mark's Place, where they produced their Angel Hair chapbooks and poetry collections. The poet and translator Paul Blackburn and the quintessential Lower East Side poet Ted Berrigan were only a few blocks away.